We work with hundreds of different species of reptiles, and today we're giving you a tour of the miscellaneous shed. What you got there?
Right here, I got a hypo IMG het T-positive VPI albino red tail boa. This girl's actually one of our grow outs. Hopefully in a year or two, she'll be breeding and make plenty of cool babies. But this is probably my favorite snake in here. That IMG gene is just gonna have her pick up more and more black as she gets older.
IMG stands for increased melanin gene. Definitely my favorite snake here too. Maybe with one exception, the Dumero.
Yeah.
In this shed, we basically keep, all sorts of different species that are not blue-tongued skinks or New Caledonian geckos, and that's what we want to show you. That's our favorite snake here, but one of my favorite lizards here are these Uromastyx. Now, we have both ornate Uromastyx and we have the Egyptian Uromastyx. Now, the ornates, in my opinion, are the best colored Uromastyx ever. They just have a bunch of aqua greens, blues, but the Egyptians are the largest species of Uromastyx ever. If you ever seen that video, that clip that I had posted on our Instagram when Manny's holding that big Uromastyx, that's one of these guys. And these are just juveniles and they're growing so quick. Guys, these things don't look like much, but when you hold a giant adult Egyptian Uromastyx, it's definitely very impressive. Now take a look at these guys here. These are the ornate Uromastyx, and as you can see, all these guys here, all these Uromastyx I'm showing are captive born and bred, and they are puppy dog tame. Look at this one coming up to me right now. It's probably trying to eat. That's why it's coming up to me. There's such a huge difference between captive bred Uromastyx and wild caught or field collected Uromastyx, because the ones that are imported for whatever reason tend to crash very quickly. But these guys are so awesome. So stinking cute too. Now at this size, we can't really tell the difference between males and females. Typically, the males hold better color than the females. While Manny shows you something over there, I'm gonna see if I can pick out the male.
Well, one of my favorite things in this room is these red-throated Kurdistanicus Lacerta, a very rare species of Lacerta, one that we recently brought in from Europe. Very cool, and you can see very bold animals, just like a lot of Lacertas out there. They'll hang out, they could even be worked with, but you do gotta be slow with them, but incredible animals, and they make great pets.
This is a female ornate Uromastyx. When they get to an adult size, this is what they'll look like. Now, the females don't have as much coloration as the males. You can see she's still very bright with some yellows and some oranges and stuff. You're gonna wait and see how the male looks, and your jaw's gonna drop and hit the ground. Now this girl, obviously they're a little dusty because they have, sand and rocks and everything in their enclosure that kind of keeps them not looking their sharpest. But the male is just absolutely insane. And wait until you see this guy here. We don't really handle them that much. They're kind of like our pets. We have them here to try to breed them, but we haven't been able to breed these guys yet. But look at the colors on this male. The males just pop out, and when he pops a fresh shed, it's just like insane. Especially if I were to wipe down his body with like a moist paper towel or something so you could really see his colors, you would not be able to believe how bright he is. But I mean, check that out. This is definitely one of the most beautiful lizards in the world. So if you don't like Uromastyx, wait until you see these skinks. These are called Kenyan zebra skinks, and they are very, very bold. For whatever reason, they love to bite me. But check out this female here. She is pretty sweet. You could see why they call them zebra skinks, and she definitely wants to get me. This is the female. The females have like that very banded look or zebra-like look. The males are more... Where's the male, by the way? The males are definitely a little bit different. He has more reds and he has like a black head. And this girl she's so smart. Look at this. Hey, girl. Look at the male coming in the back. Look at the male. Hey, guy. Oh, crap. He got scared. And I got scared too. I don't want to get bit by this guy or this girl. But let's see if I could get her to come out and not get bit. You see how she knows not to bite the stick, but she won't hesitate to bite me? I don't know why that is. I'm your friend. I'm your friend. Oh, yo, buddy over here, things came out hot. But you can see the coloration difference. So this is actually dimorphic species. Anyways, I don't feel like getting bit today. So let's go look at the juveniles. Oh, she got me. Bastard. She got me as I was closing the cage. All right, let's go look at the juveniles. They're pretty cool because even at that size, at a juvenile size, they're not shy whatsoever. Look at them all just hanging out right here. They just like kind of like all come out. I could get this close. It's a juvenile, tiny little juvenile lizard, and they're, you know, pretty sweet to me. I could almost touch it and it's okay. See? This one here.
Damn, he just got bit. That must be, that's fresh.
Yeah.
That might have literally happened today.
Yeah, that's fresh. So we're gonna have to separate this one. You could see it got an injured little arm from one of its mates there. So we're gonna separate this little one. They make great pets once you can tame them down. Usually they don't bite like that bigger female over there. But if you work with them from this size, they make really cool pets. This little dude though, we're gonna put him in a different enclosure so he doesn't keep getting bit. But you can see like that's like a fresh wound right there. Basically just got bit like probably a couple minutes ago. I'm gonna put him in this deli cup for now. Let's not drop him. Hopefully not making his injuries worse. Most of them are pretty chill. They're pretty cool. This one over here, let's see if they'll let me handle him. No. Most lizards don't like when you grip them. That's why I'm trying to go underneath them like this and let him climb on me. Because if I grip him, then he's definitely not gonna like that. But check that out. A juvenile lizard that lets you do this, it's pretty tame, you know. Most lizards are gonna be very skittish at this size. Absolutely love these for that reason. Let's put them back. Let's see what Manny got there.
I think we struck some gold here. These are baby Abronia graminia, also known as arboreal Mexican alligator lizards. These are one of my personal and David's personal favorite lizards in the entire world. Absolutely gorgeous animals. And as these mature, their whole body is gonna be covered with a bright emerald green coloration. You can see some of that already starting to come up on his head. These are such a smart species of lizards and one of my personal faves.
All right, guys, and if lizards aren't your thing, then we also keep some baby tortoises in here. This is a baby yellow-footed tortoise. Now, the red-footed tortoises are more common than these guys, but you could see these are so stinking cute. He was just drinking water there. The clear difference is that these guys, instead of those orange or red spots that you see on their feet for the redfoots, these will have yellow foots. Are yellow spots. Let me put this little one back. He was drinking, he was soaking up in the water there. They're so cute. I love these tortoises. They're very social, especially when they get older. They're not shy whatsoever. They like to come out and just like hang out with you. They'll eat fruits right off your hands. They're not shy. You can start petting them on the head, and I just love them. One of my favorite species here that we keep is going to be the Japanese cave geckos. Now these here are going to be the Yamanashi. I know I butchered that, but look at how awesome these Japanese cave geckos are. We have actually done a video on these in the past, but I will always show them whenever I get the opportunity. Now this female actually looks very gravid, as you can see, and I move slow because they're kind of skittish. She's being good right now, but they are very, you know, secretive, cool lizards. They like to be in cooler temperatures. They like to be hiding all the time. That's why we have them in this type of rack system, and now they're freaking out. But my favorite species of Japanese cave gecko is going to be the Orientalis. That is the traditional Japanese cave gecko. Let's see if we find them here. Oh, my boy here is shedding, and we actually just got eggs from this pair not too long ago. Let's see if I could find the girl. Maybe she's not shedding. Or maybe that was the girl and this is the boy. Yeah, this is the boy. All right, let me get him out. Oh, all right, relax. Look how beautiful this animal is. They are so stinking cute, and the red eyes on these things are just amazing. But I absolutely love these guys. Even when they're small, they're just so striking. They're like pure black and orange. The contrast on them is just absolutely insane. But this is definitely my favorite species of cave geckos. One of the rarer species of geckos that we work with here. I absolutely love these guys, man. Take a look at the female. The female's a little bit bigger. She also looks very plump. And I'm hoping that she'll lay another clutch for us here pretty soon. But we keep them just like this. Moss to keep the humidity in. And a couple like cork barks for them to hide under. Some visual barriers, a water bowl, and crickets. How cool is that? All right, and since we're already here, I want to show you guys these baby, well, they're not babies anymore, they're juveniles. These juvenile jeweled Lacertas. Now, we have done a jeweled Lacerta video in the past, but we haven't showed babies. Look how cute these guys are. They're all hard to sex at this size. It's pretty much impossible to sex, but look at how they look. They all have those blue, you know, dots on their side. There's one in the middle basking over there that's a melanistic. This is like one of the hardiest lizards that you could get. These guys come from Europe, you know, parts of Spain and Italy. They'll tolerate temperatures down into freezing point, basically. They're really good at just digging underneath and brumating if they need to, but they could tolerate all sorts of temperatures. They can like it really hot as well. So very cool little lizard. We have the pothos a little bit overgrowing here, but they seem to love it. Very neat little lizards here.
Here I have everybody's favorite communal lizard. This is a Gidgee skink. These guys come all the way from Australia. They actually live in family groups in the wild, and we do try to imitate that here in captivity. There usually is like one male with a couple females. They all usually get along very, very good. These are cool omnivorous animals. They'll eat any kind of insect you'll throw at them, but they also love veggies. They'll eat any of these leafy greens, hibiscus, flowers, anything like that. They'll absolutely destroy it. Another cool thing about these skinks is that they are live bearing skinks. So you'll see one of the females just start getting thicker and thicker, and then just one day a bunch of shy little babies everywhere. Not always the friendliest. They won't ever try to come at you or anything. They'll let you hand feed them, but just like the jewel Lacertas, just like some of those other animals, if you try to grab them, generally they'll turn the other way. But very smart, very inquisitive animals.
All right, guys, check this out. This is a little Hogno snake, and this little danger noodle wants a piece of my finger because it thinks it's about to eat. But the cool thing about these snakes is that they are rear fang venomous. It's not gonna kill me or anything, but if it got to bite me and I'm allergic to bees, at least that's what I've always heard, is that it could be an issue. But look how beautiful this snake is. Once you get them out, they're pretty chill, I think. We'll see if it's we'll see if it's gonna bite me or not. But definitely one of the most beautiful looking snakes in the world, the Western Hogno snake. And you can actually find these guys in parts of the United States like Illinois and other parts of the Midwest. But this is an albino mutation, and it's just an absolutely beautiful looking snake. There's so many new mutations coming out with these and so many more that it's just something that we love to have here, because when we do, just a pleasure to look at.
Guys, what I have in my hands is the coolest frog in the world. This is a Vietnamese Minimousy frog. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. This is one of the coolest frogs in the world. Just look at that camouflage that they have. Absolutely, like if this thing was there it is. If this thing was on the log with some moss, you'll never find this animal. Sometimes I lose them in the enclosure itself, but look how cool they are. This is a nice little sub-adult. They're not gonna get much bigger than this. These are not the large ones as I mentioned. These are the mini Mossy Frogs. Look at that catch. I'm an athlete. Super cool. We keep them in a semi-aquatic enclosure. We like to use Indian almond leaves in the water and just put a bunch of hides, branches, and cork, and they're gonna love to hide in it just like that. Damn, I just fought that thing. Yeah.
What? I'm scared of these things, bro.
They're fine, man. They're emperors. They're friendly.
Yeah, sure. All right, let's see if it'll climb up on me. We also keep some inverts, although they're not my favorites. They are pretty cool as well. Let's see. All right, come on, buddy.
Just pick it up by the tail.
All right, I'm just gonna do this. All right, there you go. There you go. Look at that. All right, guys, this is an emperor scorpion, and they are pretty freaky looking. Everybody tells me they're not gonna sting me and they're not gonna be mean to me, but they're definitely not my favorite. But we do have some of these guys here. We try to work with a lot of different species because we honestly just love so many different species of reptiles and animals in general. But with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoy me freaking out about this thing. I hope you enjoy the channel and the videos and everything. If you like the videos, make sure you subscribe. We're almost to 100,000 subscribers. We're so stoked to be so close to this major goal that I've had for such a long time. I can't wait to get my plaque, and that's gonna be thanks to all of you guys. So if you enjoy the videos, please give us a thumbs up and catch us on the next one.